Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakati Yahuwah, Barakati Yahuwah Shai, Barakati Yahuwah, Barakati Yahuwah Shai, Barakati Yahuwah, Barakati Yahuwah Shai, Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Secondly, I want to give double honors to the elders apostles, the great millstone who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. I also like to give double honors to the head and the elder of the Men of Israel camp, the Chazak, whom I teach in down here in Greenville, South Carolina. And I also like to give another shout out to you sincere Akim, you brothers out there that's pushing this truth and sincerity and righteousness in these latter days. Alright, and I also like to give another shout out to you few Atwathium, you sisters out there that's standing in order and doing what y'all need to do in these last days. Alright, to y'all, I'd like to say Shalom. Alright, now I'm coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah with another exhortation video. And today's lesson, I want to go into faith, man. Alright, because this is something that we're going to sincerely need in the times we're coming into, man. Alright, a lot of people saying they serve Yahweh Shah, but cool, yeah, you serving Yahweh Shah, but you still going to serve him when it's time for your faith to come to play, man. Alright, because y'all serving Yahweh Shah on a level to the commandments wise, man. You see, and that's that's something these camps teach you. They teach you how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Not saying that that's not wrong, right? You should teach your congregation to keep the commandments, but more so you need to teach them how to have faith. And that's something these Israelite camps ain't teaching, man. Y'all ain't teaching to have faith because y'all so worried about the commandments and trying to live righteously by the commandments. That's why the Lord said, hey, you roughly I know it's in, no, matter of fact, Paul said it in the book of Galatians, and I believe it's in Galatians, pretty much the law is not going to save you. It's going to be by your faith, that's going to save you, man. Because he was saying if you want to be judged by the commandments, then, your faith is going to be in vain, roughly paraphrasing, I believe it's in Galatians 5, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, these Israelite camps like IUIC, mainly IUIC and Sakari, they uphold the law, statutes, and commandments, man, right? But not knowing that faith is really what's going to get you saved. But you got to have both at that. Matter of fact, let's get that. I believe that's in James 2. Like 27 something, or 26. Yeah. We'll start at verse 24. It's the book of James. James 2 and 24. It says, ye see then how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only. You see, so you gotta have both. You see, you gotta have works and faith. You see, when you got faith, you're gonna do the works. You see, it go hand in hand. And that's why James was, about to compare it to in verse 26. Verse 25. Likewise, also was not Rahab the harlot justified by works when she had received the messengers and had sent them out another way? You see, that was a works, but she had faith that, she did that. She was going to receive a reward. That was her faith. You see, that was her faith, and she received something for that. Rahab the harlot, her whole household was saved, man. You can read about that story. Forgot what book, but I know it's in the Old Testament, of course. But yeah, she pretty much, hid the messengers that Yahweh Shah, had spying on that land, Verse 26, it says, James 2 and 26, for as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. You see that? See, your faith without works is dead also. So you got to have faith and you got to have works. It's balance. And that's what the Lord is all about. He's all about balance. Right? What the Lord said, false balance is an abomination. You see? So it goes hand in hand, man. You gotta have both. You gotta have both works and faith, man. Works and faith, man. You see? So this is the book of Hebrews. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 1. And it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This is what faith is. You see, faith is the substance of things hoped for. See, the main thing we're hoping for is to be a part of that number, to be saved, right? But it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You see, we didn't physically see Yahweh Shai on this side, right? But we got faith that we seen him in the past, or we got faith even if we didn't see him in the past, because, you know, some of us, you know, didn't see him on the other side. But we had faith that, you know, when there was, you know, when Paul was teaching about Yahweh Shai to the other, you know, when he was traveling, hey, some of us believe that. Lord willing, you know, we didn't see it. Lord willing, we be the ones that did believe, you know. And it takes us, I'm going to say this, man. Your faith, I'm going to say this. Me personally, I feel like the people who Paul, you know, went to go talk to in these other lands, I feel like their faith is more stronger, is a little stronger than the ones who actually saw it, because it takes great faith to actually believe somebody's words, bro. They say the Messiah came on the scene. You not physically seeing it, but you believe somebody's word. That takes a lot of faith, man, because you didn't see it. So your faith has got to be up there, man, compared to somebody who actually seen them, you know. So it's a different type of faith, you know, that they had, you know. Let's drop down to verse 6. This is the book of Hebrews 11. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 6. And it says, but without faith, it is impossible. Verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the heavenly Father, Yahweh, must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. You see, the Lord said, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. Why is it impossible to please him? Because basically you limited the Lord, limited the Lord power to a certain amount of, you know, extent, man. You basically limited his power. You basically putting Yahweh Shai in a box, man. That's what you basically doing, man. You know, that's why he said, but without faith, and then, you know, it talks about Noah, Enoch, you know, Abel and all them, you know, Rahab, Abraham, you know, they talked about their faith. You know, this whole book of Hebrews 11 chapter basically going to, you know, our forefathers, you know, faith, man. You know. Besides, well, Rahab the harlot, she wasn't an Israelite. She was a heathen. I forgot what nation though, but she was a heathen. She wasn't an Israelite. But you know, she had faith in that time to help the messengers, because she didn't have to do that, you know. But verse 6, it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the heavenly Father must believe that he is, and that what Yahweh Shem, well, that what Yahweh name mean. He is, or he exists. That's his name. You see, he is going to do what he says he's going to do. You know? But it says, for he that cometh to the heavenly Father must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You see? So you got to diligently, damn, slip of the tongue. You got to diligently, I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that word now. But you got to, it said a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. Damn, Salakia, man. I don't know why that word coming out funny just now. But yeah, you got to really seek him, man, in these latter days, man. Your faith going to have to be high. You're going to have to believe that the Lord's going to work miracles for you, man. You're going to have to believe that. If not, you're going to be fucked. You know, and me personally, you know, the Lord been taking me through my little, you know, faith journey, man, you know, because the Lord know I needed it, especially knowing the times we coming into. And I can say, man, honestly, the Lord has been working, man, like not too long ago. Just this past week, I told the elder of the camp, you know, I wasn't going to be able to pay tithes because somehow with my damn bank, they took all my fucking money out. Well, no, Slot. So what happened was, okay, somehow, like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I was credited, I don't know how, but I was credited $825 for my rent, you know. So, and, you know, my apartments, you know, they credited me $825. So, you know, I'm thinking, all right, so when I used that, I had like a certain amount of money in my bank account to pay that. So when I paid it, I didn't know that I was supposed to let it credit hit, or it was gonna automatically take it out. So when I paid it, it would draw all the money out my bank account. So I ain't had shit in my bank account. I think I was in the fucking negatives, man. So I was in the negatives. So I ain't had no money for that week. So I had to rely on faith because I ain't had nothing. I told the elder I wasn't gonna be able to pay tight. So I was trying to see if I can get the money back for them to put in my damn account. They said, oh no, it's a third party. They couldn't do nothing, so I would have to reach the bank and all that shit. So I called the bank. They said I had to do woo this. So I was like, damn, I couldn't do that. So I was like, damn, how the hell I'm gonna pay and I realized, I was like, damn, my insurance, it slipped my mind. I was like, my insurance was due this Friday. And this job I was at, they usually, I don't know. That's why I left this job, because they weren't paying me on time. And see, I knew they was gonna do it, so I'm like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my insurance. But I wasn't really stressed. I wasn't even stressing. I was just like, man, it is what it is, man. And then because what really got me in this mindset was just seeing the elder of my camp, him relying on his faith and the Lord doing. So, the more I've been around him, the more I start giving a fuck. Like, I just rely on faith. I just rely on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But the point of the matter is, I didn't have no money. I tested. I wasn't going to be able to pay tithes. And what's so funny, before they did that, I sent him a big offering, man. I sent him an offering out of nowhere before they took that money out, man. I gave him an offering, and then boom, they took the money out. And then so I ain't had no money for damn near 4 days, damn near. So Friday come, my check didn't hit. I'm like, damn, my insurance. But guess what? Something told me to look in my bank account. How about they put the money right back on there before my bills was due, man? That was me relying on faith. And the story was kind of hard to, comprehend. But just know they took money out of my account. I didn't know how my car insurance, my car payment was gonna be paid. But the Lord put that money back in the account after they said they weren't gonna be able to do it. So I was like, hey man, call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Jake just relied on his faith, And I still got money credited, to pay my rent, man. So yeah, man. Hey, the Lord, been putting me. It's like I had received the phone call, but yeah, like I was saying, man, that's all. Jake had to rely on was just faith, and honestly, it was kind of, like, how can I say? It was kind of like, man, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you pretty much get pissed off because first and foremost, the job already paying you damn late. And then what's so fucking crazy, man, is, hey, man, call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The job I left at, man, I had to leave that fucking job. First and foremost, it was too goddamn hot in there because we worked around wax, so they ain't had air conditioning in that motherfucker, because of the wax. And the reason they couldn't have AC really in there, it was gonna be they said it was gonna be wasting money because the trucks, they always had to have the damn doors open because of the trucks and shit. So they were like, it's pointless. So we had fans in there, but them fans wasn't fucking working, man. Man, they said it can get up to damn near 100 and something degrees in that motherfucker, man. It was hot. That's one reason I love it. The second reason, because they were paying me late and shit. But was, hey, man, call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the Lord knew I had faith at that time, was because what's crazy is we only had work at that job. It was cutting our hours and all. So we only had work, like 28 hours. But guess what? They paid us for a 40-hour check, man. Hey, man, I said call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, because the first week was there, we only worked there for 2 weeks. But the first week we worked, and then it was big, they was racist, I'm gonna say that, man. But the first week we worked the whole 40. The second week, hey, man, hey, we only worked 28 hours, but guess what? They paid us for a 40-hour check. See, that's what they ass get for paying us late and not putting the payroll in. So I guess they slipped up and paid us for a 40-hour check. But guess what? That was Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Lord gave us that 40-hour check because why? The faith we had, man. You see? 1 Corinthians chapter 16 and verse 13. It says, watch ye, stand faith. I said stand faith. It says, watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you, like, man, be strong. You see? You're supposed to stand fast in the faith, man. Meaning you're supposed to hold this faith down, man. You're supposed to rely strictly on your faith, not on no commandments, not on no laws, statutes, and commandments. You're supposed to rely strictly on your faith, especially during the times of Jacob's trouble, man. Because during the times of Jacob's trouble, you think the commandments is going to save you? Hell no, man. The commandments are not going to save you. What's going to save you is your faith, man. You know, your faith is what's going to save you, man. Ain't your fringes ain't going to help you get on those chairs, man. You still, hey, man, you still need your fringes to help you remember the commandment, because fringes was ultimately, you know, the reason we had to wear fringes was to remember the commandments, man. Now, if you need fringes to still remember to keep the commandments, you wicked as fuck, man. Cause there ain't no way you need fringes to not know not to eat pork, man. Well, what common sense does that make, man? You know, like, let's be for real, man. You need to look down at your fringes and be like, oh, I can't eat pork. Come on, man. Come on, man, Jake. That mean you wicked, man. More than likely, man. You know, but like it says, watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like man, be strong. Let's read it in the NLT. Matter of fact, the GNT. And I kind of turned this into a little in transit, but it is what it is. Let's go to damn something. Decided down no. But let's go to the GNT and read it. It says 1 Corinthians 16 and 13 in the GNT. It says, be alert, stand firm in the faith, be brave, be strong. You see, you got to be brave in the times we coming into, man. You can't be acting like a little girl, man. You see, you got to have faith, man. You got to stand strong for the Lord. Stand 10 toes down for the Lord, man, in these days that we coming into, man. You know, stand strong for Yahweh Shai. Hey, Yahweh Shai was the greatest example. He had faith when he got on that cross, man. You know, he ain't bitched out, you know. Not saying that he is that, but I'm just saying, you know, I ain't, trying to say it in that way, but you know, he didn't chicken out, man. You know, he got on that cross like a man and did what he had to do, you know. But let's go over now to the book of Matthew, chapter 17 and verse 20. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 17 and verse 20. And it says, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your faith, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith. Now he was talking to the disciples, if I'm not mistaken, in this verse. But he says, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. You see? Now, it's actually talking about a mountain. It's like, it's actually talking about you moving a damn mountain. No, man. It's just saying, basically, if you have, faith, you can pretty much do anything, man. You know? And not only that, man, the Lord said you have faith as the grain of a mustard seed, right? Let's look up a mustard seed, man. Mustard seed is a very small seed, man. Oh, shit. Mustard seed. This is what a mustard seed is. You see how small them things are? Those little seeds are? Those are, man, it's probably about 1,000 of them things in there. You don't even know it. You see, but the Lord said if you had faith as the grain of a mustard seed, man, you could tell this mountain to move, roughly paraphrasing, man. And and another thing too, A mustard seed is a very small seed, but when it get planted and it become a tree, right? Let's look up the mustard seed tree. When it grows, and man, it become a very big tree. You see. But the Lord said, if you have faith, as the grain of a mustard seed, you can tell that mountain to move. Why? Because although your faith may be small, but guess what? Over time, your faith is gonna grow like that tree, man. You see? All it takes is that little small little seed for it to sprout and to grow. That's what the Lord did with every brother. The Lord started off with a small grain of faith, and then the Lord just had it, just sprout even more. Why? Because the Lord had been taking us through different trials and tribulations to at the point where our faith need to grow. Especially like I said, especially now, during the times we're coming to, our faith has to grow, man. It has to, and it's going to sprout up, especially like this tree. Yah Ratazah, Lord willing, man. All right. Let's get this one last precept and then we'll close it. Matthew chapter 14, and I'm going to start at verse 22. And it says, and straightway Yahweh Shai constrained his disciples to get into the ship and to go before him unto the other side while he sent the multitudes away. And when he sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. Verse 24. But the ship was not in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. You see, so pretty much, they had very strong winds and, big waves coming. Pretty much the disciples was basically freaking out, man. But it says, what verse? Verse 26. No, verse 25. It says, and in the fourth watch of the night, Yahweh Shai went unto them, walking on the sea. Verse 26. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were amazed. They were troubled, saying, it is a spirit. And they cried out to fear. So they got scared as fuck. They pretty much thought they saw a damn ghost or some shit. They pretty much was shook. Like, what the hell is this? They was pretty much confounded, man. They didn't know what the hell they was seeing, man. So it says in verse 27. All right. Verse 27, it says, but straightway Yahweh Shai spake unto them. But straightway Yahweh Shai spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid. You see, so he's telling them to pretty much don't be afraid. It's me. It's your Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. What are y'all being scared of? You knew I was on the damn boat with you, so what the fuck you scared of? But them being simple at that time, which we were all simple, but them being simple at that time, they didn't know what the hell was going on. They was frightened for their lives. They was pretty much scared. They didn't know what the hell was going on, man. They didn't know what the hell they was looking at, man. Not knowing that was Yahweh Shai the whole time, man. So they shouldn't have been scared, but they was simple at that time, man. Their faith wasn't there all the way yet. If they had faith, they wouldn't have been scared, saying, "Oh, we seen a spirit." They wouldn't have been scared, but they had that faith at that time. So, verse 28. It says, and Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come into thee on the water. You see, so Peter's like, Yahweh said, is this really you? Command me to come in. And Peter was going to listen, and he was going to follow what Yahweh Shai said, if that was him. But he should have already known that was Yahweh Shai, man. He should have already known that, man. So, Like it, bear me 1 second. Bear me 1 second, y'all. Verse 29. And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahushua. See, so, all right, Yahushua told him, hey, come on in, you know, come walk on this water, you know. Verse 29 again, it says, and he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahushua. Verse 30, but when he saw the wind boisterous, let's get that word boisterous real quick. Matthew 13. I'm pretty sure it said, like, pretty much mean, like, you know, heavy winds. Oh, 14 and 31. Wait, let me make sure. Oh, 30. It's like, yeah. Let's get verse 30. I want to get that word boisterous.
Strong's G 2478 Ishuras. Ishuras.
All right, it means strong, mighty, right? Basically, it's strong winds, man. You know, the waves was, you know, pretty much high. You know, it was pretty much strong winds. You know, the water was, you know, turning, tossing to and fro. You know, pretty much the winds were strong, moving the waters, man. So people pretty much was freaking out. You know, Jay already don't like water as it is, man. But hey, it says, but when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried, saying, Lord, save me. So his faith ran out because of what? A little, you know, wind that was going on, heavy winds. His faith gave up, man. You see, your faith not supposed to give up on Yahweh Shem. And then what's crazy is Peter said, if this is you, command me to walk in. So Peter should have knew right then and there nothing was going to happen. And that was Yahweh Shem personally. This ain't man. You know, this ain't no ordinary person. This was Yahweh Shai. So Peter shouldn't even have been afraid. That means he didn't really have too much faith in Yahweh Shai at that time, man. His faith had to grow into Yahweh Shai, man. Like all of our faith, you know. Our faith didn't just grow into Yahweh Shai right then and there. It extended, you know, as time, you know, progressed, you know. So, verse 31, and immediately Yahweh Shai stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? You see? So Yahweh Shai said, since you fell in this water, you know, you had little faith. He said, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? He asking, you know, did you doubt me? Did you think I wasn't going to let you, did you think I was going to let you drown? You thought I wasn't going to save you? You know, so Peter didn't have faith at that time, man. I mean, he did, but it was still growing at that time, man. You see? Because Peter just said, you know, it just be you, you know, command me to walk in. So Peter shouldn't have even been afraid, man, you know. So that's pretty much all I had, man. Yahweh Ratazadis exhortation video on faith was edifying to you brothers. And not only that, man, hey, man, matter of fact, watch our camp lesson, man, that we did today, which today is the 29th. So just look out for our recent count on the Man of Israel count. The date should be, it's an inside camp lesson, right? Just type in 629. Well, not 629. That's the date of the video, but type in Man of Israel 2, and you should see the video. And the end of the video is really where we went into faith heavy, and we're gonna speak on some things on that, and it was very edifying, man. And y'all should tune in to that, man. But with that, we're going to end it. Yahweh Rashid's exhortation video was edifying. We're going to close it with giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Shalom until next time. Shalom.